Alrighty, hello guys, welcome back to the stream. If you were viewing the last stream with the X-Crafts E145, I am very sorry. Fortunately, I don't really know what's up with my X-Plane. I'm getting kind of fed up. I don't know if it's a Vulcan issue. I don't know what issue it is exactly, but X-Plane has a tendency to crash, and even give me the blue screen of death. I don't really know what exactly is going on. I mean, I have a Vulcan 3060 and stuff. Or not a Vulcan, a GTX 3060. Or whatever the fuck it is. I have a really good graphics card. It's a brand new computer. My only consideration is it's probably Windows 11. It could be a number of things. I don't know if any of the mods I have installed are faulty. I really don't know. I may just go ahead and just reinstall everything and go that way. Hey, Toby, you're a cat. So, anyways, we're just gonna see if you know, that caused any more issues. If it does, well then, fuck me, and if not, oh well. So we're here in the Zibo 737-800. I believe I'm using the most up-to-date Zibo. We're here in my lovely Brothen's livery. I still love this paint job that I drummed up. It's just a take on one of their Brothen's liveries from many years ago. It was one of their first paint jobs, I believe. But I love this design here, especially on modern airliners. It's very retro-esque, very nice, very beautiful. I'm a big fan of it. So, it's Toby. Hello. All right, we are gonna climb on board, get everything up and running. So we'll go here to ground services. We'll go GPU. Get that open. We'll go cargo doors open. I'm gonna flip you on. Get the window heat turned on. And just kind of start getting the aircraft into a turned on state. Now, like I said, I am not a real-world pilot. I'm a student pilot, but that doesn't really mean much of anything. The only experience I have on the 737s is I used to work at Southwest Airlines, and very familiar with these things on the ground, and so on and so forth. But when it comes to actually flying them, I'm next to useless, I would say. But I like to think that I have a pretty decent knowledge of the aircraft, at least enough to keep myself out of trouble, so on and so forth. Let's see if we can't get any ground services over here. Try a bigger airport.
Alright, I got the service request.
Awesome. The only thing I want to come change is custom display, autopilot. Let me see, systems. Like my Collins. I do not like the Honeywell. Alright, so we're back here in Trondheim. Was hoping to get to land here, but I'm just going to say screw it. We're going to push on and go direct to Vegar. Should be a pretty easy flight. Shouldn't be anything too major. I believe it's showing me about an hour and a half in the air, so it should be fine. And so on and so forth. But before we do that, I want to get the fuel coming on the aircraft. Payload, got these in kilos. So it wants me to load 8,698 kilos of fuel on the aircraft. It tells me I have a possible extra of 2.2. But before we do that, let me look at the weather in Vegar. Showing wind 320 at 7, rain, broken 1,100, temperature 2.2, QNH 993, marks broken 1,500, broken 3,100, wind skied? I don't know what that means. 300 at 7. The weather in the Faroe Islands, I've never been, but I do like to think it can turn on a dime, especially out there. It looks pretty clear for the most part today, but I still think I'm gonna take some extra. What the fuck? I'm getting so sick of these spam. It's so stupid. So it wants me to take a possible extra of 2.2. I think an extra just 1,000 kilos would be fine. So we'll take 9,698. Just tack on an extra one. Go here.
Ground flight deck hosted.
There he is. Got the catering here, so got 2 fuel trucks. Look at that. Amazing. Alright. So that is fine. I am going to go ahead and get the IRSs coming online, though. So we'll go ENVA. I believe I'm at gate... What gate am I at? 37. Perfect. ENVA to EKVG. Vagar Brothens 1268. So if we go through all the tests, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of, or before we get everything set up, I want to throw through the tests.
Pull up. Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up. Obstacle. Obstacle. Pull up. Airspeed low.
That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. I believe that's it for the tests up there.
Ground to flight deck, fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
Alright, so that is good. So that should conclude all our tests real quick. Still getting used to the doors. I'll go right there. I just want to see how many people were taking it with us today. 133, not bad. Now, Trondheim, I'm going to listen to the weather here. It should be 12755.
Trondheim Vierens information kilo. 700 Zulu weather. Wind light and variable, visibility 10. Trondheim Vierens information kilo. 700 Zulu weather. Wind light and variable, visibility 10. Sky clear, temperature -11, dew point -13. Area QNH 999. Arriving runway 09, departing runway 09. Advise on initial contact you have kilo.
One thing I did want to change as well is that... Oh, my Toby is back. Alright, so let's get the route going here. So, route we're going to be on today is we're going to be departing runway 09 on the Gogex 1 Alpha departure. And after that, it's going to be Zulu 299er. Direct to Kilo Victor Bravo. I think my cat just mad at me. KVB. It's going to be Zulu 105. To Victor India Golf. Going to be direct to Barid. Direct to Connie. Going to be direct to Robber. And then for the winds in Vagar are 300 at 7, so we'll be arriving on runway 30. Toby's being a good boy. Alright, so we'll go arrival. I believe it's ILS Victor from Robber. Perfect. We'll activate that. Preference. So that is perfect. So that will be all set. Let's get the standby on. Alright, now let's load the aircraft up with people. So first class should be full today, or business class, whatever we want to call it. So 133 people aboard the aircraft. I believe I said it was 133. So we can hold 160 on this aircraft. So 133 minus 16. I'll go pretty full up here. And then 22 at the back. 22 peasants in the rear. Gonna load you up with 3,000, and then we'll have 1.2 behind you. That's that. We'll start the flight leg. Means I can go ahead and open you up. ENVA. Here comes the masses. So I'll go 0 fuel weight. No, we're not. Let's see. So planned fuel burn, we're going to be burning about 4.0. Reserves are 6 plus 7, that's 13. Let's carry the 1. It's going to be 4 and an extra 1, so 5.3. Cost index is 15. And our cruising altitude today is going to be 36,000 feet. Insufficient fuel. I hate that error it gives. 268 at 440, so... ISA deviations -5. No, minus. There we go. And perfect. N1 should be fine. (9,829-foot runway). It's uphill a little bit, so I'm gonna want to just get all the power we can get out of that. So I'm gonna take you. Just do a standard climb. Takeoff flaps are going to be set 5. If I could punch the number, thank you. CG is right there. So V1's 132, VR is 134, V2 is 145, plus 20, so it's going to be 65. And start the APU up. Just because I believe it's 0 in the cabin. Trim set 5.75. Call the ground. Give him the signal. Disconnect. Alright, and that should be good on my end. So we'll give a little announcement. Alrighty, folks, from the flight deck, I'd like to welcome you aboard Brothen's Flight 1268 with nonstop service to Vagar. Just wrapping up the paperwork here up front. Should be getting ready to get back from the gate here in about 5 or so minutes. Really appreciate you being on board with us today. Got 3 lovely flight attendants on board, so make sure to give them your full attention. I'll be going over the safety features of this aircraft once we get the forward door closed. If you haven't already done so, if you could find your seat, get strapped in. Like I said, we'll be closing that front door, and we'll be pushing back here shortly. Expecting about an hour and a half in cruise. Light winds. Vagar's looking pretty good. Cold, but no significant weather to talk about really. So, as always, thanks for choosing Brothens, and welcome aboard. Little impromptu, but. At least call the pushback.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Oh, yay, it's her.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Close the forward door.
Flight attendants prepare for departure. Cross-check and all call. Thank you.
Thank you much. Have a good flight.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Varnish traffic, Brothens, 1268, gate 34. We're going to be pushing back, starting engines. Varnish.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Parking brake release, clear to push.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Alright, we'll turn 2. And 2's coming up. Perfect. There's 10, gonna wait till 18. We'll add the fuel. Starter valve's closed, so engine number 2 is turning. Turning 1. Fifteen, 16, 17, 18.
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Come on.
Tow is disconnected and bypass bin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have fun up there.
Thanks for the great push. Stay warm. We'll see you next time. Alright, so she is away. Wait for to get that pin. There it is, perfect. Throw those to continuous. Pitos coming on. Packs are coming back on. That cabin needs to warm up. Set that to generator 1. Alrighty. We'll go to here. We're gonna go flap set 5. Flight control check. Elevator full up. Check. Down. Check. Neutral. Full left. Full right. Check. Neutral. Rudder full left. Full right. Check. Neutral. Good. Turn auto throttle on. And that will conclude that. Everything else is set. We're gonna be good to go. We're looking good. Everything is good. Everything's gonna be alright. Alright, so we're gonna taxi Yankee to Alpha 1 to the end of 09. Let the traffic know. RNS traffic, Brothen is 1268 to gate 34, taxi runway 09 via Yankee Alpha 1. Give it a takeoff config check, good. Wish I could see behind me a little bit. Shouldn't be any traffic here, but say I want to get over there onto the Yankee, but I'll follow the line down. Alright, let's look at the departure real quick. So, maximum 210 knots at VA 601, so we gotta make sure we don't exceed that speed restriction. Left turn out, we should be good to get going at VA 602. Looks like there's no speed restriction there, so we can at least get up to 250 knots. But yeah, we need to make sure that we stay below 210, which should be pretty short-lived. Turn our heading to 086 to stay in line in case everything fails. Everything is looking good. We have enough fuel there. I'll turn the center pumps on. Go ahead and dim the cabin lights.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Thanks, you too. Talk to you in a bit. Pretty nice scenery, just default, but having it with snow looks absolutely beautiful. Just looks great. Hopefully Vagar will have some nice snowy weather for us. I think that's generally when my aircraft look the best, is when it snows outside. So, alright, so we're approaching the end of the runway here. I'm actually just going to take off for 1 second, leave the aircraft just kind of halted here at the end. Just going to use the little pilot's room real quick before I get going. I cannot wait. I was hoping I could at least wait till I got in the air, but yeah, unfortunately not. Alright, so we're stopped here. I'll be right back. Alrighty, so let's go through our checks real quick. So flaps are set, green lights on, set 5, auto brake set, rotate. Trim set 5.75, good, roughly. QNH 999. Autopilot is set, weather radar is coming on. Turn the train radar on for you because we're going to be facing some of that. Lights are all looking good once we get going here, so I think we are ready to roll. Let's see if that cabin temperature ever came up. Yep, still a little chilly back there, but once we get going it should warm up a little more. So I think we are all set to check out of here. Clear left, clear right, perfect. Variance traffic Brothens 1268, runway 09 on the Gogix 1 Alpha departure. Departing to the, I believe, departing to the northwest. Any traffic in the air, please advise, Barneys. My voice could not crack and stay with me. Alright. Set, you're coming off. Everything else is looking good. Start the clock. Engines are stable. Takeoff power set.
$80 knots.
Cross check.
V1, rotate.
Rotate. Come on. There you go.
Positive rate.
Gear up.
$400.
Gear up.
1,000.
1,000. Autopilot's coming on. It can take over. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright, so that speed restriction's in. Perfect. Flaps are coming up. Past the speed restriction. Alrighty, and setting that to standard. Everything else is looking great. I'm gonna go ahead and get the retractables in. Pretty standard departure. Look off to our left there, you can see the airport. All covered in snow. Love flying in here. It's always a fun arrival and departure. Scenery around here is beautiful too, coming through the Trondheim Fjord and coming down and coming over, I think that's the St. Yordle. And there's 10. Alright, so there's that. I'll set the pressurization for landing in a little bit. I like to keep it at the altitude for where we depart, just in case we have to return. Whether that's prototypical or not sure. Nice little wing view.
At this time, you may use your portable electronic devices to do memory and self-sensing. Stay in the all position until we land in Los Angeles. On the fence, while
I guess we're going to Los Angeles.
is on, you must remain in your seat with your seatbelt securely fastened until the captain feels it safe and turns it off.
And there goes Trondheim. Very beautiful. So getting a little low in the center tank. Probably shut that off in a few minutes and save a little bit of fuel in there. But a pretty uneventful departure, I'd have to say. So it's the way I like it. Hoping that again the sim will hold up and last. If not, then I'm gonna need to figure some stuff out. I'm not sure if it's a Windows 11 problem. I'm not sure really what the problem is. I like to blame Windows 11 because well, it's new, and I'm not actually really a fan of Windows 11. It's actually kind of I don't know. I really just can't say I'm terribly in love with Windows 11. It's rather. I don't really get what was wrong with the interface of Windows 10. Windows 10 seems to be the all-around best I've used so far. Like, Windows 10 seemed to work pretty well, honestly. I don't really understand what was wrong with Windows 10 other than just being old. So yeah, not really entirely sure. But Windows 11 so far, I mean, it's been alright, I guess, but it's been kind of buggy and the interface is kind of janky. You know, there's hints of Windows 10 still there, but I, you know, haven't really been a fan, per se. So passing through 20,000. I don't know if we'll pass any traffic at all. Got somebody else in a Q4 heading towards Vegar from Bergen. Maybe we can beat them. There's Gogix, so that will pretty much conclude all of that. Set you up for EKVG. It's 278 feet, so I'll set that for 300. Yeah, I guess the sun's gonna go back down, so I'm not sure if it's coming up or if it's going, really. It is behind me, and that is the east, so we'll wait and see. I'm hoping the sun will come up a little bit. Like to have a little bit of sunshine for landing in Vegar. It's not a bad view, I tell you. Not a bad view at all, so Go outside and show you the aircraft real quick. Love taking plenty of photos. Very neat. But so this aircraft right here, LNC, Charter airline. Actually, I'm sorry, not 2007. Serving around 2007. Brought on board. Both in charter and the very liners flights. Oh, well, that sucks. That's been serving with us since then. It was in a group of about 10 aircraft that arrived to Brothens. 10 737-800s, that is. Who is messaging me? It would be Sean. About 10 737-800s arrived at that point. LNDBXD, or actually they were SE, so they were Swedish registered. SE, DBX, DBX, DBY, DBZ. I think, I don't know if it went DCA after that, and so on and so forth. I forget the other ones, but we had on this aircraft through 2017, 2018, 2019, and in 2020 it was part of a lease-to-own program that originally we had come across in 2017. In 2020, the aircraft were fully paid off. We'd reached the end of the lease-to-own program. The aircraft officially became ours. I believe it was in May or June of 2020. I can double-check that. To the Brothens page. I'm sorry, it was November 13th, 2020, the final installment was made for the three 737s, LNDBX, LNDBY, and LNDBZ, our original 737-800s. They were a group of 10, and they were the only ones out of that program that we chose to keep. We chose to keep those aircraft there. All featured no winglets. Originally when we first got them, there was no Wi-Fi dome on the aircraft, so there was no Wi-Fi originally when we first launched. That was short-lived as we determined we needed a Wi-Fi for our passengers. I think it's going to be Victor. Yeah, Victor. Or not, it's the RNAV, sorry. ILS 30 Victor, there we go. So I'm going to start getting that ready for Vagar when we get there. But regardless, so the original aircraft had included that, no Wi-Fi, no winglets, and once the feature becomes these aircraft still operate with eyebrow windows. They're one of a few that still operate with that configuration. I believe they're the only ones in the fleet, the three 737s that operate with no winglets and have eyebrows. Let me see here. Haven't jotted down. Yep, so DBX, no winglet, eyebrow. Same with DBY, DBZ, DCA, DCB, CD, EFG, HI, JK, L, MN. All are winglet, no eyebrow. DCOP, QRST. All feature split scimitars with no eyebrow. And then we have DCU, which is a wingletted aircraft, standard just blended winglet. We have a few special liveries. DBY, which is Ski R, or Ski R. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's a Swedish area, I believe in Östersund. You have Candace, which is my Norwegian friend's choir group in Trondheim. They're phenomenal. I love them. Their signature pink overalls is something that they are quite known for. So the aircraft is just basically our livery in pink. I have to revise it because it's still in the old Brothens livery, just in pink. I need to revise the aircraft eventually. DCC, which is Postcard. It's a beautiful, beautiful aircraft. You might have seen it in the intro. It has just all, postcards all down the side of the aircraft for just some little shots of Norway. DCG, which is the Avia Alliance livery. So aircraft DCG is in the Avia paint. We have DCI, which is Constitution Day number 2. So it's our second Constitution Day aircraft, the first one being on LNMAY, or May, or for May 17th. That's on a MAX 8. Our two newest ones are DCL, which is Ishfit Retro, which is the Ice White Retro. And then we have DCM, which is the Nordsjö La Retro, or the North Sea Blue. I probably butchered that all.
1,000 ago.
1,000 ago. Someone can correct me if they would wish to, which is the old Blue Brothens livery, which I will bring that up real quick so you guys can see if you so wish. So Postcard looks something along the lines of, if I can find a photo. So Postcard looks like this, has all sorts of postcard designs down the side of the aircraft. This one was a fun livery to make. I love it. The Ice White Retro, this goes back to when we first started as a charter operation. This is our Ice White livery. Just some red engines, Brothens flag on the tail, Brothens text, and a little black circle around the nose. Very, very, very basic livery. The North Sea Blue is this one. This is a take on a Brothens livery. I believe this was up towards the end of their operation. But this is just a spin-off on that livery. I couldn't have been bothered to paint at the nose, so it is not painted. We cannot have a face cam, Tom. I actually don't own a face cam. Then this is the current Brothens livery, so this is basically a progression of our paint jobs, which I just noticed I need to paint those wheel caps blue whenever I get the chance. But so this is our basic progression of our livery. So see here we have the Brothens wings. We ditched those for the blue livery, which I might just add to have them there. And then when we come back to this livery is my favorite by far. I absolutely adore this livery with all of my being. It's just beautiful. That was my attempt to paint the nose. It came out like absolute shat, so the nose did not end up getting painted. Yes, that's kind of some of the Brothens liveries. We'll turn that off now. It's low pressure. We've got 10 left in there. That's perfect. Good timing. I don't really have any pictures of the other specials. Actually, I think I might. Hold on. Output. I might have one of the... so there's the postcard. So there's Ski R. Just has a skier on the back and just the name of the town on the front. In the middle of the airplane. Very, very basic. I don't know if I did any of the... I don't think I did. Yeah, something tells me I didn't. There's our MAX. didn't grab one of those liveries, which I suppose I could throw up Discord real quick and pull one up, but I think I will focus more on the flying right now. So we're in cruise, nothing really exciting going on here. I'm just gonna go ahead and just throw on a PA. Coffin's Corner right there, so we're pretty much where we need to be. 307 till top of descent, so not too much longer really. At Mach 0.759 is about 0.76. Now Q4 is probably going to beat us in. He's got about another 42. We got about another hour or so. Kind of sucks. I was hoping to get a little bit of traffic. Maybe he'll be turning around once we get there. If we get there, if the sim wants to hold up till we get there, I'd be kind of appreciative if it does. If it doesn't, well, that's beautiful. You know, I guess so well. Bad. Everything's looking good. Cabin is properly warm. Everything is looking good thus far. So I think we will now settle into a cruise. Just kind of keep going on. Although if it wasn't going to be so messy and I wasn't on a stream I'd eat, I should have ate before I got up here. Oh well. I don't think my neighbors are going to dig out the mailbox, so I probably should go dig that out, which is a little annoying because they were previously doing that through 2020. And I don't know if they just expect me to this year or whatnot, but my neighbors are not very communicative. So I guess I might have to go dig out my mailbox at some point tomorrow. Actually, I gotta work tomorrow. Shit. I don't want to do that. I have to go potentially get in trouble or something. So airspeed is 436, ground speed's 388. So yeah, we got a little bit of a headwind. 50-knot headwind. Yeah, pretty much just off the nose. I believe we're gonna pass over Vigra. No. And Alson. Right at the top of them, and just kind of flying down the coast, and I believe this is where we make a right turn out. Yep, we're going to head out towards the ocean at this point and get out over the water. Typical Norwegian coast covered in clouds. High CPU usage by X-Plane. Huh. Well, hopefully that's not going to cause issues. About 27 minutes en route, 28 minutes en route, so looking pretty good. Gonna make that right turn, get out over the water. 39 minutes since we pushed back from the gate. We're looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Just gotta hope this sim holds up. Coming into Vagar is gonna be really an issue with all that nice ortho scenery, so we'll be curious to see how that works out. Sim crashes, I'm just gonna get some supper, I'll tell you. Just gonna go get some supper. We're starting out over the water. Should be pretty much a straight shot now. Just about anyways, maybe like a turn or two, so. Yeah, I don't think I've, in recent memory, flown into the Faroe Islands. I don't really remember the last time I've been here. Yeah, it'll be interesting, I'll tell you that. So, but first we have to actually make it there. So we'll see how the sim wants to keep running. I know I keep saying that a lot. I'm still slightly pissed off. A little bit of weather beneath us right now. Okay, on the radar, some snow. 52 minutes until we get there. And pretty uneventful. Oh, I will say, because I've been kind of pestered a little bit, because I know she's not going to do it, but for those of you who have a virtual airline or are starting your own virtual airline or virtual company in some way, shape, or form, do consider checking out on Instagram Gateway Air Group. I will post a link for them in the chat in case anyone would like to take a look. So that's to Gateway Air Group. that I guess I pseudo kind of help run with a friend of mine. She actually originally did help get Brothens going way back in the day, but wouldn't say we had a falling out. We grew distant due to people in my life that I used to live with. Recently we've reconnected, but she runs the group. I, kind of help out. We do have another person with us. His name's Connor. He kind of is one of our only pilots really at this point, but we specialize in virtual aircraft sales, leasing, maintenance, storage, all that fun, fine, dandy stuff. It's just for your virtual airline companies to add a little extra bit of realism to the realm. I think she's been pretty successful. We do have quite a few aircraft in stock, so if you guys are looking for anything for your virtual airlines or your operations, or looking to maybe start a little charter operation for yourselves or whatever, I'd consider talking to her. If you're looking to maybe fly some unique aircraft every now and again, do consider maybe talking with her. I know she could always use a hand with getting some pilots on board. It's just really kind of basic. There's nothing really too major about it. There's no real flight schedule. There's no real website yet. It's just something to be able just to talk with some people and maybe just get on and fly, and just so you're not maybe slated by the airline and what we operate, or what other airlines operate. Hold on 1 second. Anyways, sorry, my friend Kayla sent me a video of a train just pulling up to a railroad crossing. But yeah, so it's been fun. We have quite a few aircraft on hand right now. But something fun. In terms of Brothens, though, still trying to finish up the flight schedule. I mentioned it in my last video, but unfortunately, blue screen of death. Brothens is getting there for the most part. I just finished creating the flight schedule for all 22 of my 737-800s. That's DBX through DCU, making comprehensive flight schedules for them, making sure my route frequencies are appropriate and they make sense. If I pull up the lists, give you a little taste. Out of Oslo, it's like we still have Aberdeen, which is only service once a day, Alston, which is service once a day, Amsterdam, which has 3 times service a day, Bergen twice, Berlin 2, Copenhagen 1. So these will be operated also by other aircraft as well as the islands fleet as well. But we're still, we still have destinations like Billund and Baltimore, Floro, Hegson, Östersund, Palma de Mallorca, Sandefjord, Storetsveg, Toulouse, which are all still unserviced, and even out of Trondheim we have Mo i Rana, Namsos, Orland, Sogndal, Alsund, which all need service. With Alta, Bergen, Keflavik, Kristiansand, Oslo, and Tromsø are the only service destinations on the flight schedule thus far, and over half of those are only serviced once a day. Alta at 22:45, Bergen at 18:39, Keflavik at 10:31, Kristiansand at 0500. Even out of Keflavik, there are still some scheduling logistics, because Keflavik's one of those weird hubs where to get really anywhere, the flights are over 3 hours, and you go through 2 different time zones. So it's a little difficult to get planes in and out of Keflavik. Aberdeen service twice a day, Amsterdam twice a day, Bergen once, Dublin once, only on Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, Kangerlussuaq on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. The opposite of the Dublin schedule. Dublin I'd like served once in the evening, more with an aircraft of some kind. I don't know why yet. Gatwick 3 times a day, Manchester twice. Most of these destinations are once in the morning and once at night, and maybe once in the afternoon. Vagar is only serviced once at 11:50, just about. So still trying to figure out the flight schedule, get that all figured out, get that typed up, make it to where it makes sense, being able to get the aircraft to be somewhat, you know, fluid with each other. You know, just trying to get things to make sense is a challenge all in itself, especially with all the aircraft I have, and make it to where there's no gate conflicts and all this other stuff. So it's a little confusing, little tough right now. But I finished making the schedule for all the 737-800s. I'm moving on to the MAX 8. I think I have a flight scheduled for aircraft MAX or MAX. I have MAX May and it'll be MAZ. Then it'll be MBA after that. And then I have the 757s to figure out, which I only have 2 of those. I have 3 E195s, which I'm debating. My 2 737-600s. Then I need to do the Islands fleet, which is an EMB-110, ERJ-140, 45XR, Saab 340, possibly bringing it on the Q4 and/or possibly bringing on the voice, stay with me, CRJ-700. Then I need to do the cargo routes on the 727-200, the 737-800, and a surprise aircraft, which I'm not going to give away yet because I haven't even announced it on my Instagram page yet. A little bit of weather down below us. Interesting. So yeah, so there's still quite a little bit I need to do. Just getting the 737-800s done is a step in the right direction. You know, I'd still like to, you know, there's going to be more aircraft that come on board eventually. You know, I have 5 737-800s, or 3 MAX 8s. So I, you know, still have kind of that to deal with for whenever I get there. So it's all kind of, everything's kind of in limbo right now, just trying to get everything figured out to a point where I can to move forward, and at least if I can get the flight schedule done. And it's so easy to get burnt out on it just because there's so many routes, and then on top of that, we are quickly approaching the return of the summer schedule, which I believe is returning in April. So by the time I finish the winter schedule, I then need to figure out the summertime schedule, and, you know, certain destinations that will be serviced on a seasonal basis and whatnot, and certain destinations that are no longer being serviced on this basis. So it's going to be interesting once that starts happening. And then going forward, eventually, I would like to expand back up to the northern reaches of Norway. I'd like to open up a base in either Bodø or I believe it's Narvik, ENEV. I forget that airport code off the top of my head, what airport that is specifically. I could look it up. ENEV. Not how you spell that. Not how you spell that. That is Narvik, Evenes, Harstad, Narvik, Evenes, Norway, ENEV, or Evenes, whatever it is. That airport. You know, trying to find a base, then potentially either Alta or Tromsø. You know, I'd like to maybe go into Tromsø, but Tromsø is on the western, or the west coast, whereas Alta sits a little bit more central, but Tromsø is larger, so it'd make more sense for me to go there than to Alta, but yet to be foreseen. Quickly approaching top of descent. But, you know, so I'd like to expand back to there. Keflavik is kind of a weird base. I'm not sure if we're going to keep Keflavik as a hub. You know, I have debated changing Keflavik from having those extra routes. Because as it stands, like I said, Keflavik, we service Aberdeen, Amsterdam, Bergen, Dublin, Kangerlussuaq, London, Gatwick, Manchester, Oslo, Tromsø, Trondheim, and Vegar. I try to be very compressed with my hubs and bases, or with the routing out of here, because it's Keflavik is really a stopover point. You know, Kangerlussuaq is very important for us to service because we can do it with smaller aircraft. You know, I don't mind serving Kangerlussuaq because I don't really want to do it from, per se, Oslo or Trondheim or anything like that. So Kangerlussuaq is serviced from Keflavik. But airports like Aberdeen, Amsterdam, Bergen, Dublin, Manchester, really, maybe we could have done without. You know, routes that are going to be returning to Keflavik. There's going to be Chicago, St. John's, Toronto, Quebec, Boston, Baltimore, New York's JFK, Baltimore, I think, if I didn't mention that one yet. You know, to name a few places along those lines, probably Montreal, and so on and so forth. Who mentioned me again? It is Sean, again. So yes, I mean, still a little kind of confused about what destinations I'll actually serve, you know, and so on and so forth. So out of there, because eventually it's gonna have to change, and you know, there's just a lot of weird routes out of there, and it takes too long. I'd like it to have a fleet of aircraft that comes in, drops people off, a fleet of aircraft that's either airborne, lands, picks those people up, comes back. You know, so the first morning flights heads out from, like, you know, Oslo, Trondheim, and let's just say Tromsø. Lands in Keflavik, drops people off. People that stayed overnight in Kef will get picked up, brought to the base, you know, wherever they need to go, and continue down through the Brothen system. Planes that will be coming in, predominantly the MAX 8, I would believe, will land, drop people off, pick the people up that are going places, and carry them on, and then, you know, just kind of have aircraft going back and forth all day, just kind of funneling people to and from. Yeah, so there's always people coming in, there's always people going out, so just however it works. You know, Keflavik is, like I said, it's a stop point, and then I don't mind maybe having Amsterdam and Gatwick and Vegar, as well as Kangerlussuaq on there as just alternative destinations, because Amsterdam I'm actually looking into as a potential future expansion hub, just kind of outside of the Scandinavian realm. I would like to kind of have another base maybe outside of Norway. Wait and see, though. Amsterdam would kind of make sense, but to be foreseen. It's kind of crowded there and get pretty hectic, so... Weird little arrival. Huh. Very weird little arrival. Should be starting down soon. Do the... Actually, there's no arrival charge, just... Let's check, Vegar again. This one is now 340 at 7. It's broken 1,500, broken 18,000. Temperature 3, dew point 9 or dew point 2, QNH 994. Marks broken 1,400. Wind skid. 330 at 4. 330 variable 010, I think that is. So winds are a little messy down there. Ever so lightly blowing around. Should be getting close at this point. I was kind of hoping I'd be out of the clouds by now, but guess not. Should be 18,000. $109 to top of the set, so we're getting there. We're getting close. We are over halfway there. So this is roughly the halfway point, Barid. So we're heading towards Vagar now. Yep, so there's Faroe Islands. There's Trondheim, so I'm a little over halfway. Torshavn. Forget where the airport is exactly through here. I don't know if it's in Torshavn. I think it's over here. Where is it? Forget where the airport is. It's like somewhere. It's somewhere in here. Trying to figure out what it is on the map. Definitely not here. Let me see. Ah, there it is. So yeah, so we have the. It's like a very weird approach. Yeah, you gotta kind of come through here. I think we're coming in on this runway. So we gotta kind of come through this gap. It's a weird little area. Yeah, it's a weird little place. Yep, so we'll land here and is there anything in this town or it's a little bit here. Must get lonely. I'm quickly closing in though. There's big old Greenland. Interesting. Sorry, I like looking at the map. Geography. Ah, well, there's the called W Skeed or Skeed. SKEID. No, no. Ski didn't look. Oh, okay. Well, see, you read this and you learn something. So that's the mountain over on the 1-2 side. The wind there is 330 at 4, 300 variable to 010. So it's, you know, causing some turbulence over there. W ski. Okay, so that's what that is. See, I learned something by reading the documentation. Amazing. Huh, very interesting. I think we're gonna park gate 4. Yeah, we'll probably park gate 4. That is a short runway. That's a 5,902 foot runway. That is very short. I think to put that in perspective, yeah, it's shorter than the runways at Midway by at least 600 feet. I'm pretty sure we can do it. Know that. Let's see. Oh, that's one of the shorter runways we service. That's still 6,680 feet. Wow, I didn't know it was that short. Well, we better be on point is all I'm going to say. I think I brought too big of a plane in here. Actually, let me check. Well, allegedly they do get Airbuses in there. And if they can get an Airbus in there, I'm pretty sure they can get a Boeing in there. So that's comforting at least. We'll be finding out very soon. That's going to be a Flaps 40 auto brake set tomorrow. Set you for at least 3,000. Yeah, that's gonna be a short one, I tell you that. Mandatory 4,000. about a 30-foot difference between one end of the runway to the other, so it's gonna be an interesting little approach. Really gonna put me to the test. Ready to top descent. Getting ready, getting close. Can't believe it's 6 p.m. and it's this dark. Jeez. Outside my window right now. Oh, give me. So that guy is on a final for runway 30. Uh oh, it's Dobie. And he's still a cat. I'm actually gonna quickly fill his food bowl. I'll be right back. Hit a little turbulence. No, you could not have my Slim Jim, Toby. Get down. Get down. Go. No, you're not having my Slim Jim. Here we go. Toby. You're still not getting my Slim Jim. Alright, so let's go ahead and look at this. Robber, you need to be at 4,000 feet. That is a mandatory. So actually, yeah, so I'm not doing this little swoopy swoop thing. I'm coming robber and I'm going straight in. So I need to be down at 4,000 feet at robber to intercept the ILS approach for runway 30. We do have some terrain in the area, so we'll be using the terrain radar the whole way in. Apparently here we have to be very careful of wind shear whirls, and if we go around, we have to be very careful going through here for any wind shear issues. Going past Skeed. We're going to look at the approach. I'm going to make this a flaps 40 approach. Need to get all the drag we can get out of this. ILS 110.30. Perfect. Course is going to be set to 305. How are we doing there? Just doing fine. So allegedly this is 5,902 feet. My sim is telling me I have 6,299 feet. That is curious. I'm not sure who to believe here. I think regardless, we're going to go max on the auto brake. Yep, so it's going to be 90904, so I'm going to set that. And not really much else to do. Just get her down and stop. Coming through the cloud layer. This is very interesting. Vagar traffic, Brothens 1268 over Connie, passing through flight level 158 for 4,000. Can be expecting Dios, approach runway 30, Vagar. So we've got 2 decel points coming up. Can't see a damn thing right now. Sun's already setting in the west, jeez. Yeah, I can't see anything yet. Very hazy is the problem. Or foggy, at least, or something. Speed brake out there. Alright, so we should be lining up. We should be starting to see some terrain here. I think just behind that cloud. Hoping to get some prettier views, but I guess the weather had other ideas. Slow down again. Throw the flaps out. Set that. Vanguard traffic, Brothens 1268, 5 miles to the south of Victor Gulf 907, joining the Alice approach runway 03. You're kidding. You're kidding. You're absolutely kidding me. There's no, there's, are, that's bull. That is absolute bull. That is just so bullshit, it's not even funny. You, I just want to take a look. I just want to see if, it's actually missing scenery or not, or what. It's bull. We were getting ready to land. Was on the approach. I don't know what X-Plane's issue is lately. I am so frustrated. I am so frustrated with how X-Plane has been behaving lately. I don't think I ever had it crash this much. This much. I don't know if it's Vulkan. I don't know if it's Windows 11. I have tried running the game without add-ons. I've tried running it just normal. I've tinkered with the settings. It still always fucking crashes. I am just sick and tired. No, I don't want to be here. I want to be clear. It was so frustrating. There's nothing missing. What, Toby? What do you want now? This is bull. It's absolute bull. Look, a truck. See that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Well, I think you know what? We're just gonna load up the 7-3. I'm gonna take it to one of these helipads nearby. I'm gonna load us up at EKFA. I'm just gonna start us on the pad. I'm gonna load up the aircraft. And we are going to land it. I'm not taking this for an answer. I'm going to go back to about the time that I had it, which would have been probably about here. I'm going to set it to the weather we had. I'm at least landing the damn aircraft. I'm not taking that for an answer. We are landing. I want to land in Vagar. Alright, you know, hey, sometime, I mean, at least the landing gear fits. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Alright, let's just quickly fire up the aircraft. Actually, no, I'm going to start it with the engines at least running. I'm going to shut them down. I'm going to turn them back on. Just because I don't feel like waiting for the IRS to align. Come on. Alright. APU.
All right, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
Come on. Alright, I'm gonna check and see exactly how many people I have aboard the aircraft right now. Alright, so I have 16, 32, 29, 34, and 22. I have 3, and I think I had 1,200. Fuel before the crash. Let me see here. Approximately 2840, 2840, so that's a bigger number. So that's 8, 16, 4, 5, 6, 80, 5680. That's close enough, honestly. Yeah, I'll take that. Alright, let me just get you turned up, you turned up, you turned up. Just trying to get everything back to how it was. Alright, let me go ahead and start the engines. Let me do this. It was like 6,000. Cruising winds were 26840. Whatever. Reserves were 5.3. Great. Cost index was 15. ISA deviation was like minus 48 or something. Alright, that's not what it was. That's fine. Yep, flaps 5, yep, here, cool. Index, approach, yep, there. Alright, I'm just gonna slap us into the air real quick. Turn you on, and turn you on. Make sure that should be put away. There. Alright, you. Alright, you can all go off. You come on, turn you on. I didn't start the other engine yet.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Alright, so I'm going to pause it. I'm going to take my airplane. I'm going to take it up to about 4,000-ish feet. We're going to do about 200 knots. And we'll do it this way. This is probably the most jank way I could ever describe to anyone on how to do this, but fortunately, I'm pissed off.
1,000 to go.
Airspeed low.
$1,000 to go. 5,000 to go.
Alright, so actually I'm going to take me and drag me way over here. And I know this isn't technically recommended, but I'm going to do this real quick. Just,
1,000 to go.
Alright, so this is how we cheat things just a little bit. So there, it's almost like nothing ever happened. Vegar traffic, Brothens 1268, 10 miles out on the ILS approach runway 30, Vegar. Flaps 15, gear down.
2,500.
I'm gonna slow up now to 141. Show me 140 now. Watch that flaps 40 come out like that. Big old flaps.
2,500.
Should be coming through any minute now. It's a steep approach. Vagar traffic, Brothens 1268 on final runway 30, Vagar. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. That's beautiful. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. I need a picture. It's gorgeous.
Bridge altitude set.
Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up.
Alright, I'm gonna go manual now. I'll throttle off, aircraft's mine.
Flight slow.
200. 140, 30, 20, 10.
I blew a tire.
80 knots.
Oh, don't tell me I landed with the parking brake on. God damn it. Ah. Yeah, pretty sure the parking brake was on. Ah, such a good landing, too. was the parking brake on?
2,500. 2,500.
Nope. I say we do it again. It wouldn't have happened if the damn flight sim had just kept running. So Asen, we're doing it again. Watch me bounce the damn thing in the next month. Oh, I hate this. Hold on. Load you.
Positive rate.
Alright, one last time.
$2,500.
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude set.
Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up.
Alright, here we go. Brakes are off.
Plus 100. 300. Minimum 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Get her down, come on.
$80 knots.
Well, without further ado, finally freaking welcome to Vagar. We are finally here. Before we depart, I don't want to hate that. We will watch the replay. Well, not exactly how I anticipated this stream to go. Kind of actually pissed off. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this before my next stream, because I do not want to have to struggle to bust through this again. Very, very, very upset, but it is what it is. We'll figure it out, get to the bottom of it. So. Yeah, this landing wasn't as nice as my other one. Nice little wing view for us. And lastly from the other side, I want to see what the other side looks like. Well, that's pretty much it for this. Like I said, I'm still a little pissed off about all the other crap that's gone on, but, yeah, you know.
Sending service now.
Glad we were at least able to get a landing in. So y'all can judge me horribly upon that. But at the end of the day, we're here. We made it. We're here in always sunny Vagar. I wonder, they were saying there's supposed to be like a lighthouse out over here. Somewhere on the chart, saying there's like a lighthouse. Somewhere up that way, if I am to look. That's where was a lighthouse. Maybe I was seeing something. Yeah, this is Faroe Islands. Very, very beautiful scenery. Need to get Svalbard. Oh look, yeah, there's the lighthouse. Oh, that's cool. It actually has a rotating light. I wonder. That's cool. I wonder, what does it actually like shine it around anything, or? Nah, it's just the asset. That's still cool though. That's still cool, and even the rest of the island is really interesting. This is a really, really well done scenery. Little towns. I'll have to get out and explore here sometime. This is really cool. Really, really cool. Anyways, I'm gonna go before I throw something through the computer screen. I'm frustrated. I don't know if it's just I'm stressing my computer out with all the streaming and stuff. I don't know. But point being is, I'm gonna take off. You guys, thank you for watching. If you liked what you saw, give it a like. I'm gonna work on it to make this better, so there will be less crashing, there'll be less hiccups for y'all. I am planning on doing some aircraft reviews, maybe just posting some videos in general. So stay tuned for those. And yeah, until then, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you. if you made it this far, appreciate you for sticking around. There's a lot planned for the channel, and I just wanted to thank you all again. I think my 578 subscribers, I think 575, around that ballpark. I just want to thank you for getting me to this point, and for those who stuck by my side, and for those who have really helped me get here. So I do appreciate that, and all y'all have helped me do. I actually think my cat is a little crooked. Is he? My cat crooked? Point being, here's my little one. But either way, just like I said, I wanted to thank you guys for at least helping me get to this point, and for all you guys have done. It's kept me going, and it's kept me sane. It's kept me in some form happy despite the technological issues we've had. So it's weirdly. Hold on a second. Yeah, well, regardless, I'm not going to worry too much about that. It's interesting to know that real quick, but here, I'll move him over like that. There we go. Might have fixed that. But anyways, it does mean a lot to me, and like I said, I'm trying to get things moving on this channel, trying to get it going in the right direction, trying to make things happen and such, and just again want to thank you all for being a part of that journey and helping me pretty much get to this point. Now, if my computer would like to work with me, but anyways, consider hitting that subscribe button. Consider giving it a like or a dislike. I don't know if I can still view dislikes. I don't really know how that works now with YouTube, so yeah, I don't know, but I'll try my best. If you guys don't like it, leave a comment. Tell me what I can do better. If you have any suggestions about X-Plane and why it's crashing so much, please do kind of leave something for me to figure out. And other than that, I will catch you all later. Take care.